Back here on After Hours, everybody. American International College in Springfield, Massachusetts, going to be making its second appearance in the NCAA men's hockey tournament on Saturday, facing the #1 overall seed in North Dakota. This program, as you can see on your screen, has seen a massive turnaround since former Yellow Jackets player Eric Lang took over as coach 5 years ago. Look at this, like going from the Atlantic Hockey Association's doormat to king of the hill. Eric Lang, head coach of the AIC men's hockey team, hopping on with us now. We're very much looking forward to, Coach, you guys shattering the world and upsetting the tournament's #1 seed. How much are you embracing the underdog role right now?
Yeah, pretty neat feeling for us to be back out here for sure. Obviously good feelings from just going back a couple years ago and hoping to have the same outcome as we did against St. Cloud a couple years ago. This team we're playing is pretty darn good.
Yeah, what's the benefit, Coach, of having guys on this team right now who played in that game when you knocked off St. Cloud State?
No doubt about it. You know, one of our competitive advantages is we have 7 guys that have played in that game. And, you know, we talk about riding the emotional roller coaster and the highs and lows. And we get an opportunity to play in front of some fans for the first time this year. So, you know, our mantra has been, you know, we need to stay in the fight, find a way to stay in the fight. So that's what we'll be looking to do here on Friday.
How excited are the guys to be playing in front of fans for the first time? I read that like the max number of fans you played in front of so far this season was like 7.
Yeah, no, it's exciting for our guys. Our guys deserve that. You know, we've made such a huge commitment for the unknown all year long in terms of when is our next game going to be, and there's been a lot of disappointment. We went 49 days in between hockey games. So for our guys, whether they're cheering for us or not, to be out here and feel the emotion of college hockey fans will be pretty special for our guys. So I'm excited for our group for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned that long stretch when you guys did not have a single game, not one in the month of February. What did you learn about your team during that span?
Yeah, you know what? You know, looking back at it, we didn't know we would have that length of time off. We were kind of taking it as we did in this entire pandemic, one day at a time. And we were fortunate enough late to be able to have an inter-squad scrimmage. We carry a big roster, and, you know, we simulated what exactly a weekend would look like. So we had music going. We had our broadcaster broadcast the game. We took warm-ups the same. We had, you know, live officiating. So we were able to kind of simulate an experience we hadn't had for a long time, and I think that really helped us in our conference tournament.
And I know it has to feel good to have Eric Otto back inside that dressing room with you guys as well. I know he was at that game last time you guys were out in North Dakota, but sat out a couple seasons. He was battling for his life, trying to beat cancer. He suited up in his first collegiate game. I think it was back in December, and then in January scored his first career goal. What kind of inspiration has he provided you and your team this season?
The challenges and what Eric Otto went through, that's life adversity. And we've leaned on that a lot, and we've leaned on Eric a lot. And, you know, his face reddens up when we do it. And I'm sure he's, you know, he's one of these deflectors. He doesn't love this kind of attention, but we really lean on Eric's leadership and what he's been through in a pandemic and playing hockey in a pandemic. And guess what, guys? At the end of the day, if a canceled hockey game is the worst part of your weekend, boy, it's nothing like what our guy has been through. And he's an amazing person, an amazing human being. And, you know, he's back on the ice, and he's a contributor, and he's a leader, and he's a spiritual leader for us. And we're really blessed to have him in our program.
Before we get you out of here, 1,300 undergrads, right? AIC, smallest school out of the 16 in this whole tournament. How many people outside of New England do you think can locate American International College on a map?
Yeah, I don't think a lot. You know, we've been the model of consistency the last 3 years. We're back-to-back conference champs, not only regular season but postseason. We're the only team in the country that's been able to do that. It's only 4 or 5 teams that have won more games than us the last 3 years. So we've been the model of consistency. I like to call us the Gonzaga of hockey in some way, shape, or form. Like, we know Gonzaga's got really good basketball. We just don't know where the heck it is. And I think your analogy to AIC fits the bill as well. I think people in New England know we've got a pretty good hockey team, but may not be able to pick it out on a map. But we're hoping to change that perception.
Yeah, right on, Coach. And I know this has to mean like the world to you, being back out there in Fargo with the guys and you being a Yellow Jackets product. You're good people, Coach. You have a hell of a team. Get out there and crush it. And thanks for joining NESN After Hours tonight.
I appreciate you guys. Outstanding work. Thanks for following our sport. Thanks again.